Hi, and welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is a collective reading. I've been picking up on a song this morning, and I'm going to pull some cards on it because it was coming through while I was thinking about a certain situation that happened to me over 12 months ago. And today is the 888 portal. Now, the number 8 is Karmic Justice. So situations that you've been in a loop coming to almost coming full circle. And if you were wronged in some sort of way, either things are being brought to the surface, especially if you took higher ground, the high road in a situation, and maybe let things play out rather than getting into a fight about it. There is some sort of divine intervention, some sort of karmic justice that is at play. Now, I've done a pre-shuffle on the cards. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to a reading, and then I will come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify the message. All of the decks that I use on my channel are my own designs. If you're called to any of those, the links to them can be found in the description box. I am an illustrator, which is why I use my own cards, channeling the energy through from my own life experience through my own cards. So I was baking this morning and I was deep in thought. I often have one day a week where I'm baking. Now, if you think about baking, it's time, it's preparation, it's, the process of putting all the ingredients together. And then, I was baking biscuits and brownies. So then it goes into the oven and then you've got to wait till it cools. And it's a process. Whatever this is a process. This is potentially something that has played out over a long period of time. And now, not you're seeing the results of, but maybe you are, maybe you won't. Maybe there's a balancing out in this situation. What I was thinking about was probably 18 months ago, I would get up every morning at 5 a.m. and I would walk my dog. Maybe 2 years ago, actually. And I would walk my dog. And probably 12 months into walking my dog every morning at the same time, and I got up very early. I wanted to get out on the road before all the other dogs were sort of in and around. I would get up early so that we could watch the sunrise. And it was this beautiful part of my spiritual journey. Probably 12 months into walking the dog, a lady approached me and started filming where my dog had stopped on we call it the nature strip, the bit of grass, council grass, and had stopped to do a wee, to relieve himself. And she was filming it and she was quite angry, and she was saying, you shouldn't allow your dog to go to the toilet there. You're the first dog in the morning, and wherever he wheezes, all the other dogs that then come along in the hours after all stop and wee there. And she was quite angry, but she was filming me. And I was probably quite taken aback by the conversation, a little bit startled. And so I sort of didn't really say anything, and she sort of went on a merry way. But further along the street, I saw her walking with a man and a couple of other dogs. He had a couple of other dogs, and I knew this man and I knew these dogs, and I knew them because as I continued to walk, I pieced it together. The man was her husband, and he was the only other person on the street at 5 a.m. for the past 12 months that I'd been walking. Didn't matter where I went, which street I took, he was there. And by the time I got home, I was actually quite panicked because I realized that the whole time he'd been following me. Now at 5 a.m. when I was walking, it's quite dark. I then had the realization that probably 2 months before that incident with his wife and the camera, my dog had been scratching on the crate at about 1:30 in the morning. He never needs to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, probably since he was, 14, 15 weeks old. And so I took him out of the crate and put him on the lead and took him out the front of my house to let him go to the toilet. And at 1:30 in the morning, this is 2 months before the lady had filmed me, and in that conversation, I realized that it was actually her husband. He was walking up my street with his dog, and I recognized the dog. He was walking up my street, very distinctive dog, at 1:30 in the morning, and my beautiful dog had alerted me so that I could piece things together. Now, after that incident with that lady, I stopped walking the dog. I was really, really frightened. But rather than get into an argument, and I'm sure our conversation, and it wasn't heated, but I'm sure our conversation probably went on the local neighbourhood watch and that sort of thing. And I'm sure she probably walked away thinking that she was victorious in that situation. She'd, gone and approached this woman, but I actually took the higher ground and just took myself out of the scenario. And I was thinking about that this morning when I was baking, and a song popped into my head. Now, it's an Australian song by an Australian singer called Johnny Diesel, and his band is Johnny Diesel and the Injectors. And it's called Cry and Shame. And I've not heard it in probably 10 years. It's one of those songs that I have on a CD collection that I have, but now everything is digital. I've not actually gone in. It's not on my playlist or anything, so it just popped into my head. And when I looked up the lyrics, and it's 1:11 as I say this, when I looked up the lyrics, and I'm going to pull them up, it's actually a play on words. I thought the song was Crying Shame, as in CRYING, but it's not. It's Cry in Shame. Cry and in, meaning two words. Somebody crying in shame. I'll read you the lyrics. Picking up the pieces up off the floor. How was I to know there was going to be a war? Words of sorrow, words of spite ring in my head right through the night. Don't you know it's a crying shame when you've got yourself to blame? Don't you know it's a crying shame? Now, what this resonates for you in your life, if you've been drawn to this reading, and all my readings are timeless, there's been somebody in your life that you've had some altercation with, some argument, some disagreement with, and they have walked away feeling victorious. Now, when I did the pre-shuffle, this card came out. They've walked away feeling victorious. The Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. Leo is pride. I can imagine that woman. She probably posted that video, even though I asked her not to, probably posted that video, onto the community groups of the neighborhood that I walk in, thinking that she was in the right. And part of the conversation I had with her was, I had said to her, I can't control, my dog isn't see-through. I can't control when he needs to go to the toilet. And I said, and if he does, I make sure he does a wee on the grass, on council land. I don't do it in somebody's garden or anything like that. And if he needs to relieve himself, I always bring doggy bags. And she's like, her response to me was, yes, I know you do, because we've got footage of you. I know that you pick up after your dog, which actually just really, you may have had somebody that you've had a disagreement with. You may feel, or you may have an intuitive nudge. You may have been getting intuitive hits. Like I said, my dog, why did he wake up to need to scratch on the crate at 1:30 in the morning at the exact time that man was walking up my street? At 1:30 in the morning, why would a man be walking up my street at 1:30 in the morning with a dog? And my street's a cul-de-sac. Like, you don't come through my street unless you actually need to be there. You may have been picking up on the fact that somebody's keeping tabs on you prior to an altercation, but potentially after an altercation as well. And as I said, Jupiter in Leo. Leo is the lion, this pride. Look what I did. I approached this person. But it's a false victory, because the song that came through when I was thinking about it was Cry in Shame. There's some sort of balancing out where this person is going to be taken down a peg. And it's not you that's doing it. It's karma. As I said, today's the 888 portal. It's karmic justice. The other card I got was divine timing. The time is now for this person to realize that what they were gloating about, how they treated you, they should in fact be embarrassed about. They should be in deep regret about, because the other card I got was the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. And somebody else is going to deliver that karmic justice to them. It won't be you. Don't you know it's a crying shame when you've got yourself to blame? There's another line in that song, woke up this morning, it was raining, and it's been raining all day today. I don't know what it is, but something that somebody has done, that has wronged you, where you've taken the high road and chose not to engage. Now, as I said, you know, I could have gone on social media and see if she posted it, but I just gave it to God. I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do here. And I stopped walking my dog. My husband walks the dog, but I stopped going on my own because I didn't, well, one, I was fearful, but I didn't want to antagonize the situation. I gave it to God. So I'm going to pull some cards. Divine timing, the Six of Wands, a false victory. This person's had a false victory. And the Five of Cups. And it may not be directly, like for example, you know, whatever happens in my situation with that particular couple may not be directly related to the situation that happened between us. It may be that, you know, I'm one of many people. And finally, somebody else says, hey, you know, what you're doing is wrong. Or potentially something is posted, you know, on an online forum or within, you know, within a group of friends, and the people around them kind of go, actually, you're in the wrong. And so the same may apply to you. It may be a dressing down, an indirect dressing down about their behavior in general, but it's karmic justice. So let's get I just want to see, this is advice from the universe. I just want to get one card from here. This is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. Anything else that we need to know? Yeah, look at that. It's divine intervention. The man upstairs is stepping in because it's divine timing. It's, as I said, the 888 portal today. It's karmic justice for people who have thought that they have had victory over people. As I said, that is Jupiter in Leo. And if I think about the current Pluto and Aquarius transit, so Pluto and Aquarius is a transit that happens for 20 years. Pluto is in each sign for 20 years. And it rolls back around to Aquarius every 250 years. So we've just started in this Pluto and Aquarius transit. It's a time of major revolutionary change where Leo, if you think on the astrological wheel, Aquarius is one side and Leo is the other. A false victory, Jupiter in Leo. Leo is the people who think that they have the power. A dressing down. And as I said, you know, if I think about this particular lady, if that's what she does, videos people and posts it onto an online forum, maybe a post that, you know, that she's put up recently or today or tomorrow, thinking that she's in that powerful Leo energy, it might be. So Leo is the power. Aquarius, the other side of the axis, is the people. It might be a whole heap of people that dress down one individual. And you can see it playing out actually in society at the moment. People in power getting a dressing down and then being in deep regret because they then realize how they treated other people. Okay, let us get, this is my Lovebirds tarot deck. Let's have a look and see what else. divine timing, the Temperance card, Sagittarius and Jupiter. It's this person, Jupiter in Leo, this person thought luck was on their side. The Temperance card is Sagittarius and Jupiter. The luck is on your side, that the tides are turning. And as I said, you may not even be aware that this karmic justice, I want to say, that this karmic justice has been served because you weren't meant to be the one to serve it. It's being served by a higher power. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is Mars in Leo. So we've got an escalation here from the 6 of Wands to the 7 of Wands. This person here thinking that they had this victory, because the 6 of Wands is a card of victory. They had this victory in this situation, is now with that escalation. The 7 of Wands is defending. They're going to now be in defense mode because of this dressing down. They're going to be in deep regret. The 7 of Wands is protecting the things that you've done, the things that you've said. And the more that they do that, the more they're going to get a dressing down. This is actually a time for this person to learn a valuable lesson. 5 of Cups. That's 2. 2 5s is change. It's a time for this person to learn a valuable lesson in how to treat people. Again, Mars and Scorpio. 2 Mars cards here. Mars is the Tower. A stripping back, a pulling down of their behavior so that they can get an insight into what they've done. And, you know, it might be somebody who's been, God forbid, stalking you. You know, the 7 of Wands is defense. I mean, there might be something legal going on here. Divine intervention for me was when something, a higher power, woke my dog up in the middle of the night so I could go outside and see this man walking up my street. This is really beautiful. And I guess at the end of the day, you just want people to learn their lesson so that they don't repeat and do it to somebody else. One more card. 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. That's my Mother Mary card. You are very protected. And the 9 of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo, which is the current placement at the moment, which again says divine intervention, divine timing, temperance, divine timing, and Venus in Virgo is now. You've got Mother Mary for me is obviously that divine feminine energy, that nurturing energy. When I think about somebody who, if I think about my own mother, I'm one of 5 children. I don't ever remember my mother raising her voice. You know, she didn't scream at us like a banshee. She was stern, but she was nurturing. It's almost the guidance that you got from a nurturing maternal energy in your life. And again, I think about my mother is a Libra sun, and I'm a Libra sun as well. So I tend to I like things balanced and calm. You've had some sort of calming energy, calming influence around you that has allowed you to take the higher road, to not engage. And maybe that was a lesson that you were meant to learn in this particular scenario. Maybe previously you would fly off the handle and engage in whatever it is that has been this argument. But because you chose to disengage and give it to God, it's allowed things to play out the way that they are about to play out. Wow, that's the Tower. The Tower is number 16. The Tower is Mars energy. This person who thinks that they got a victory when really it's a false victory. is about to have their world stripped down. It's Karmic Justice, the 888 portal today. The last time we had the 888 portal, and I've got a huge 888 portal playlist that I did. There's 8 readings that I did. So if you are looking for information about this 888 portal, go back and watch some of those readings. There's 8 in total that I did. The last 888 portal, because it doesn't happen every year. Every year we get the 8/8 portal, so the 8th of August. But this year, 2024, adds up to an 8. So it is 888. Triple the karmic justice. Triple the blessings. The last time it happened was 2015. Before that, it was 2006. Before that, it was 1997. Before that, it was 1988. And it goes back each year. But, you know, this might have been something that has been looping around, an injustice, somebody's false victory from perhaps 2015, maybe further back. Disappointment, 4 of Cups on the bottom. 4 of Cups is the moon in Cancer. Now, when I think of the moon in Cancer, the moon is the divine feminine. So that mothering energy, and Cancer is, again, the mothering area. You've had some sort of guidance, Mother Mary guidance, some sort of guidance, whether in the physical or in spirit, some sort of guidance from a nurturing, mothering energy in relation to this situation so that you could take the high ground. If you think about mothers teach us lessons our whole lives. This person helping you learn whatever lesson that you needed to learn in this situation. Temperance, the King of Pentacles, Jupiter and Taurus. All I'm getting off that is stubborn. It might be somebody that you work with. King of Pentacles can be somebody that you worked with. Can also be somebody that you're in a relationship with that potentially there's been an injustice in terms of finance. But the King of Pentacles as a person is very solid, very traditional, very grounded, not quick to action, very methodical. Jupiter in Taurus is the King of Pentacles. Look at the 7 of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. What I heard was we're a team. And the first thing I thought of was me and my dog. We're a team. Whatever lesson I was meant to learn in that experience, it was with somebody. So for me, it was me and my dog. For that particular couple, the lady who filmed me and her husband who was effectively stalking me, they were a team. Yeah, and look at this card up here. They're standing up there together. Almost backing each other, almost egging each other on with poor behavior. Really interesting. The Queen of Pentacles is Uranus in Virgo. Wow, look at that. We've got Judgment. Whoa, 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 whoa. We've got Judgment. This pair is under judgment. Whoever this is in your life, they're under judgment. And it's judgment, divine timing, divine intervention, divine timing here. They're under judgment by God. Because after, we got the Justice card. Justice will be brought into this situation. The King of Cups, Neptune in Pisces. If you think of, Neptune in Pisces is actually the 12th house. And the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. Now currently, so this is actually really cool. Currently, Saturn is in Pisces. until the end of November. That's actually a placement, and it's number 8. It's actually a placement for today, which is the 888 portal. So we've got an 8 coming in on the 888 portal, and that's actually a placement that's in the skies at the moment. Saturn is your karmic teacher, and currently Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. So it's forcing people to look back. When you think about retrograde, it's looking back. It's forcing people to look back on past behavior and learn a lesson from it. Judgment, justice, the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces, well, Pisces rules the 12th house, and Neptune and Jupiter, I think. I definitely know Neptune and Jupiter. I was reading about this morning. Neptune and Jupiter are the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of imprisonment. I've not been walking on that route with my dog since then. Something that somebody did, an energy or energies in your life that have done something where they thought that they've got a victory over it. They're getting a karmic lesson through this Saturn, which is your karmic teacher, through this Saturn retrograde, which is happening today. They're having judgment called on them, and justice will be served. And for you, King of Cups and the Ace, the 8 of Cups. Why did I want to say the Ace of Cups? King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. King of Cups is Neptune in Pisces. They're getting a spiritual lesson. Pisces is spirituality. That you can't treat people the way they treated you in this situation. Neptune is when we go down to the depths and have those realizations. That song, Cry in Shame. I'm now embarrassed about how I acted. Deep regret. Don't you know it's a crying shame? Well, you've got yourself to blame. They will be in deep regret over their actions. And as I said, you know, I did say we had legal. Defending, that's what it was, defending. We've now got legal here, justice. King of Swords on the bottom. Justice is being served. And this person is going to be in deep regret with the King of Swords there. Okay, 4 of Wands. A couple. Something that you were, a karmic lesson that you were tied to, that somebody felt that they had victory over. And it's all coming crashing down there with the Tower. So we've got 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. 7s are, and 7 here, 7s are, 7 is a highly spiritual number. 7 is also, 777 is also Jupiter, which is luck. So the tides are turning. Something that they had a victory, that they thought they had a victory over, it's actually being flipped on its head. And, you know, for me, potentially, it might be that I drive down the street where I know these people live and realise that their house is for sale. And they've moved away. Or their house is sold and they've moved away. And so then I don't have to deal with them anymore. Let's have a look. Yeah, then I don't have to deal with them anymore. 5 of Wands. Mars in Scorpio. Something is happening here. Orchestrated by the man upstairs. A judgment and a justice of somebody's behavior. The Magician. The Magician is Mercury. You hear a lot of tarot readers say, you know, you've got all the tools you need. For me in that situation, I had all the tools that I needed to be able to start an argument with that woman that day. But I chose not to. And I think in part it was so that she, or so that they got this false victory, thought that they had won. The Magician is also an illusionist. The illusion that they were doing the right thing by stalking somebody and by filming somebody. Interesting, very interesting reading. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the moon in Sagittarius. What am I getting from that card? Nines are the end. I'm going to get another card on that. King of Cups. Nines are the end for you, for me, because this karmic justice is coming in. But it's actually as whoever this is in your life, or whoever they are in your life, start to reflect back on their behavior. The King of Cups holds the full cup, but he doesn't necessarily give it. So if you think about somebody who is crying in shame, they're not doing it openly. They're at home and they're embarrassed about their behavior. Interesting. Knight of Pentacles, behavior that's been going on for a long time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. Potentially whatever this is, this particular person in your life or people in your life, you are not the only victim. And look at that, Page of Cups on the bottom, that's an apology. You may not, sometimes people just don't learn their lesson. Page of Cups is, the pages are children. Sometimes people don't have the maturity to recognize what they've done wrong. The Page of Cups can also be an apology, but what I heard was licking their wounds in deep regret. Okay, let's get some more. As I said, this is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. Let's get some guidance from your guides to see what they want to tell you, anything else they want to tell you about this situation. I'm just going to get three. Playfulness. That is saying that even though this has happened, you actually need to get back out there. Like, for example, for me, I need to get back out there and not be trapped by this circumstance. Breaking generational curses. There's something in and around this situation that you've been in. And I'll give you the example for me. I'm 50 next year. I have had a couple of experiences with dog bites when I was a child, which gave me a fear of dogs, which I've had up until 3 years ago when we got our dog for the first time. I never in a million years thought I would be up at 5 o'clock in the morning walking a dog, because my fear was so great, breaking generational curses. And so part of the frustration for me of this incident happening was I had broken through this fear that I'd had my whole life, only to have another fear attached to a dog, in terms of I had a fear of being attacked by a dog. Now I had a fear of walking my dog. You may not recognize it, but there is a connection between what has happened to you and some generational curse that you have broken. It's almost like it's a test. For me, I passed the test by getting up the courage to get a dog and breaking through my fear of dogs. But my next test was with a dog. A scenario with a dog. There's something in whatever's happened to you that connects back to a test that you've already passed. And it won't be exactly the same test. It'll be a connection. There's some sort of connection. And I said I was only getting 3. Deep shadow work. It's something that it's a test that you've already passed. Mother Mary here. Fated. a test that you already passed, and this second test, which involved this person, where this karmic justice is coming in. The karmic justice is coming in because you took the higher road. Keep calm at this time. How interesting is this reading? Spiritually rich and sound. Because you're not playing out your fears. Now, for me, you know, you would say, okay, we'll just go and walk your dog. But, you know, as I said, it's, you know, I don't want to have to think that somebody's following me while I'm walking my dog. But the second test for me was about keeping my level head. Keep calm at this time. It's almost a lesson wrapped up within another lesson, within a, you know, you're sort of opening each lesson up. How interesting. Okay, let's have a look. This is my Angel Oracle deck. Okay. Number 15, morality. Yeah, I'm going to put this over these two people. Something immoral has happened to you. The 6, I think of the 6 of Cups. Something returning from the past. Now, number 46, gratitude and secret knowledge. Something returning from the past. And if this is, you know, perhaps you've not realized some of the connections. So, for example, gratitude and secret knowledge. Like I said before, I was so grateful that something stirred my dog in the middle of the night. So I had to take him outside so that he could go to the toilet. Had I not done that at that precise time, I wouldn't have made the connection between the lady who filmed me and the man who was walking up my street at 1:30 in the morning. I probably would have continued to go walking and just gone different ways, not knowing that he was still out there walking around. Gratitude and secret knowledge. Something that, if I think of Mother Mary, Gabriel is the angel of divine revelation. So it was Gabriel that came and gave her the message that she was going to have a baby. Divine intervention, divine timing, divine timing. All meant to play out this way. Number 8, today's the 8th of the 8th, 2024. Delivers, I feel like I want to cry. Catel delivers divine blessings against evil. You have got some powerful guides. If you've come to this reading, if you've been guided to this reading, drawn to whatever it is in this reading that's made you watch it at whatever time. It doesn't have to be on the 888 portal. It can be at any time. You are being guided here. Potentially you've got something going on in your life and you're trying to put the pieces together because there's been an injustice, a moral injustice. Something evil has happened. Part of a test that you're meant to learn, and you've been guided to this reading because the messages in here will help you connect the puzzle pieces. Maybe you're being activated today because it is the 888 portal. Number 10, Aladia, good health helps with anger and rage. As I said, you took the higher ground. 58, mentality. You took the higher ground. I'm going to do one more. And 45, motivation and willpower. And on the bottom, number 16, a loyalty. That's my puppy. He sits beside me on the couch when I'm doing my readings. Such a sweetheart. There will be karmic justice here. And whoever it is that has wronged you will be in deep regret. Let's have a look at the Moon Oracle deck. It's time to bid well. It's time to bid well. Goodness me, my words. It's time to bid well. I'm going to try one more time. Maybe you're going to be at a loss for words. Or maybe this person's going to be at a loss for words, or these people. It's time to bid farewell to your cozy spot, North Node. So your North Node is your point of destiny. What I'm reading from that card is this person who thinks that they had a victory in this situation, or in how they treat people in general in life, cozy in it. It's time to bid farewell to your cozy spot. They're going to be in some sort of discomfort, deep regret. Let's have a look. Now, this is my Nodes of Destiny deck. I'm going to ask what lesson this particular person is learning, and then what you are getting from this situation. So one card for them. North Node in Libra. If your North Node hangs out in Libra, your life mission is all about juggling self-care and spreading the love around. Libra North Nodes shine brightest when they dive into teamwork, socializing, and making connections with their tribe. So this person is imbalanced, which is why they are acting out in this, I'm the king of the jungle, if I think Leo the lion, I'm the king of the jungle mentality, thinking that they can walk all over everybody, have a victory over everybody, but it's imbalanced. And that's the lesson that they're learning. That when you treat people in an immoral way, there is karmic retribution. Libra. The scales have to be balanced. Now, we've got North Node in Virgo for you. If your North Node rocks a Virgo vibe, buckle up for a ride of dedication, sharpen focus on details, and being the reliability rock star everyone leans on. Remember, persistence beats perfection, so keep that completion flag flying high. That's basically saying that, now Virgo is Mother Mary. That's basically saying that you've been putting in the work, and we know that because, as I said before, whatever this instance is tied back to something that you'd already cleared. Deep shadow work. If your North Node rocks a Virgo vibe, buckle up for a ride of dedication. You've already been putting in the work, spiritually rich and sound, moving yourself up so that when this situation arose, you didn't lose your head. So you are already stepping into your North Node. This particular person hasn't. Okay, I don't think No, I'm not going to get a song because that original song, Johnny Diesel and the Injectors, Cry in Shame, is perfectly said. I don't need anything else. Let's have a look at, these are love messages. Do I want to get messages from your higher self? No, I don't. I'm just going to get some Scrabble tiles. So in here, Scrabble tiles are letters and numbers on each tile. I'll give it a shake, call out whatever comes out. Could be your first, middle, last initial, that of somebody that you're dealing with, or something else that pertains to your situation. Okay, let's have a look. So we have an N and a 1, a T and a 1, an O. Not today is what I heard. Not today. 111. Now, as I said, I started this reading and it was 111. A U and I don't know what's going. A U and a 1. A G and a 2. A R and a 1, and that's why I laughed. This person is about to have the rug pulled out from underneath them. They're going to realize that what they thought was a victory was in fact a false victory. Just heard they're going to have their head served on a platter. Goodness. They're about to learn a lesson in karmic justice. Wow. Okay, S and a 1. A V and a 4. A B and a 3. A Z and a 10. A C and a 3. An A and a 1. A K and a 5. An F and a 4. A J and an 8. A H and a 4. And a W and a 4. Just seeing if there's any other words, but I can't see any. Please pause the video if you'd like to. You may be able to make some words out of those particular letters. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this situation for you, I hope that there's some resolution in it for you. As I said, you may not be made aware when this karmic justice plays out. You may not be made aware until months, years down the track. You may not even be made aware at all. But please know that the divine is stepping in this particular scenario. SUV. The divine is stepping in this particular scenario on your behalf because of the work that you've already done, and because you are spiritually rich and sound to the point where you took the higher ground in this situation. There's some sort of karmic justice that is going to be served. So thanks for joining me. If this reading did resonate for you, if there were messages in here that synced up with things that you have already been intuitively picking up on, please give the reading a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you want to be notified of future readings, just hit the notification bell. If you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. As I said, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again in another reading.